Alright. Can't actually interact with him while we're with her. What the f... There is a headless man. Okay. This is... They went out of the way to make everything really weird and fantastical and science fiction-y and cyberpunk-y. They just threw all of them inside. This is as weird as it can get. What? What the... Oh, that was weird. Yeah, I'm all for delays. Take all the time you need to make the game better and polished, and release a solid product instead of getting out with bugs and being broken like a lot of companies do. That's not cool for the consumer. The game seems to be delivering on the Planescape part of the game. Again, I'm not sure about the combat, but let's face it, in Planescape the combat was kinda secondary as well. It has great writing, so far from what I've heard of the music it's also really good. It seems to be a worthy successor. Maybe it's too soon to tell, but for this slice at least it seems more than what I hoped when I backed this. That's funny. Sure. There was no kinda about it. The combat was bad. But that still doesn't matter. It's still probably my favorite game. Because the characters, the dialogues, the story, it was far better than any other game. Sometimes there are games that, even with a specific issue or multiple issues, they get elevated into a much better game. Yeah, actually it's one of the few really old games that still holds very well. I think I replayed it probably 4 years ago, and you can still play it with no issues whatsoever. It was still great. Alright. You know, this seems like a place where there might actually be combat. Sort of slum, if you can say that here actually. Before I leave, let me interact with this after I save. This is weird. Alright. That was funny. If not helpful. I think that was one of their goals too. To make a game that had less fights but better made. Place is huge. This city is huge. I think the beta will last probably for 15-20 minutes from what I have seen. But sure. We got a cipher, really? Sure. Nah, I won't take it. Better luck tomorrow. Alright. Yeah, I remember something like that too. Which is good. Again, I really liked Wasteland, but that also had a ton of combat. What? Bloodlines was really good about that too. Although the combat was not really great in that game either, but another game that gets elevated because of everything else. And it had some interesting encounters as well. Jesus, that's kinda dark. Okay, that's really dark. No one can. I'm Greek. Yeah, that was really a very lucky guess, or you've been here before. I don't think anyone has even guessed my accent. Okay. Can I go through here? No. How big is this map? Pretty big. The maps are really nice too, very clear. Very easy to see. And apparently they have marks. Interesting. I didn't notice that before. Very nice. I'm guessing this is the cannibal guy. Also I should save. Haven't done that in a while. Is this? Okay. Alright. I didn't want that information. Sure. Why not? Cool. Alright, got some experience, moving on. Again, the game is, yeah. You can see it's not optimized well, but it takes some time sometimes to scroll and kinda clunky, I guess. This is also a very interesting system. The pen and paper one they are using. It's very different from other systems. I wonder how people will actually take it when they play it. It seems kinda hard to understand without a better tutorial too. I knew a bit of the system and I still find it weird. Can't scroll by clicking the map. Don't think you can move through the map, which is something I would have liked, like double click here and have my characters go there, but no.